What's up, guys? I'm Jeff from Worldwide Cyclery, and there is an endless array of choices for mountain bike wheels these days, and it's a great upgrade for your bike because it can make your bike feel like a whole new machine, whether you get stiffer wheels, lighter wheels, or something with more hub engagement, or all of the above. We're gonna dive in today some of our absolute favorites and what we'd kind of call the mid-range wheel sets, so something between 600 and 750 bucks. Obviously, there's stuff way above that, and there's stuff way below that, but we're gonna talk about the three that we really like in that price range. Because of the amount of good mountain bike components out there these days, it is always hard for us to sort of narrow things down and curate what we really like in a certain price range, but that's what we've done here today because these are just wheels that we have great experiences with the brands behind them, whether it be their warranty support, their engineering, their reliability, their history as a brand, all of the above. And what we have here today, the Industry 9 Enduro S101 wheels, E13 LG1en Plus, and the Stans Flow EXC.
Of all the idiots, in all the idiot villages, in all the idiot worlds, you stand alone.
So we've been riding these things extensively and checking them out and really just kind of trying to put together our favorite wheel sets in this price point. Liam's wrote this amazing blog with crazy in-depth detail on all these wheel sets, so check the link below in the video description if you'd prefer to read all that stuff or really dive into the details. I'm gonna bring up Liam right now so we can kind of talk about on-trail performance of all these things, and we'll kind of go into a little bit of why we love these things and why we chose these three wheel sets for this sort of mid-tier wheel recommendation. Okay, so here's Liam. You got the most time on all of these wheels. Talk about some of the specific differences between the three.
So I'm gonna start from left to right, or I guess that's your right to left.
I know what you're saying. You're so smart.
The i9 wheels, these are probably the most engineered hub, the highest engagement hub.
90 points of engagement?
90 points of engagement on that hub, and they roll really fast. So the i9s, with i9 like really producing nice hubs, definitely shine in the hub department.
Yeah, they're pretty much famous for making the best hubs.
The whole wheel set is great as well, but the hub is like standout, awesome on that one. The Stans makes really good rims. So the rim was awesome. I actually rode this wheel set in Whistler for 3 days straight right out of the box. And the only thing I had to do was up the tension, which is completely normal for a brand new wheel set of 50,000 feet of descending. I'm amazed.
Yeah.
Nothing else happened. So
totally.
The stands definitely like held up and the rims were pretty awesome.
So real quick, Flow EX3,
Yep.
That is used on downhill bikes sometimes now, and it's probably the strongest of all these. And it's won some EWS races,
Yeah,
right?
Martin Mays has won EWS races on this, and I believe downhill races. It's on downhill bikes, people riding at Rampage and World Cups. So the rim is super strong. And it's like downhill proven, EWS proven. So
you could consider it like a little heavy for enduro trail bike, but pretty light for downhill,
yeah,
but nonetheless bulletproof.
Yeah, it's definitely on the heavier side of wheels. It's the heaviest in this group of three, with the i9 being the lightest and the E13 being in the middle of the weight. So it's definitely on the heavier side, but if you're riding an enduro bike, if you're really pushing it, I don't think weight's gonna be your issue. You know, you're looking at durability. You're trying to get through the trail or through the day. So, yeah, these held up 3 days at Whistler, 0 dents, no issues. So the stands are pretty impressive and bulletproof. And the E13, I think, is just a great all-around package. It also happens to be the least expensive of these three.
Yeah. So 600 for E13, 699 for Stans, 750 for i9.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's the best value. It's a great all-around package. Has a pretty unique hub that E13 has engineered. So it's cool that they make their own hub and all that's unique to them as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good proprietary stuff. All these things have J-bend steel spokes. So that's another thing, like the more fancy your wheel set gets, and just different brands use different sort of proprietary spokes, but all these are just using regular J-bend steel spokes, which is pretty much in stock at every bike shop all over the world. So just something to consider, right? If you break a spoke and you're out on a trip somewhere, especially if you're in Whistler, every bike shop there is gonna have a J-bend steel spoke that you can use. So just a good thing to know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason. I would have taken any of these three to Whistler. I probably would have not taken a few other wheels that are harder to get spokes for, or if you do damage one, it costs more. So that's another great topic of these is You know, they're mid-range. You know, I'm not going to be forking out this much money all the time, but if you do break one or destroy one, you're not out a whole lot of money.
Yep, totally.
So that's another great topic of this price point.
So to try and help people figure out, right, like these are 3 of our favorite wheel sets in this price range, 600 to 750. If you're kind of debating between these 3, or in that price range, you like one of these 3, something to think of for who you are, who this might be for. Best value, $600, E13, pretty amazing wheel for $600. And that's, what was the engagements on that?
60 on the E13, 72 on the stands, and 90 on the
90. So Industry 9, most engagement and lightest, so also most expensive at $750. But if you're looking for weight and engagement, and just like a bulletproof, amazing hub, Industry 9. If you're prone to denting rims,
yes,
stands all day. Strongest rim of these 3.
Yeah, the rim was actually a combination of their first generation Flow with the MK3 rim. So I think the first generation was the EX Flow, or Flow EX. Second generation was the Flow MK3. So it's kind of a combination of the 2. It takes the material from the MK3 and then the shape from the EX and combines them to make a super bulletproof rim. So yeah, definitely go to if you're denting rims all the time and destroying that.
Yeah, cool. Another thing to mention, these are all sort of out of the box, completely built wheels. There's obviously a million options out there. One of that being custom wheel sets, right? You can kind of pick your own hubs, lace them to your own rims. That tends to not be as value friendly, but it's something a lot of people do, right? Another like super popular custom wheel set's probably like Hope hubs on DT rims that you can probably get in around this price point as well. Just a little more challenging working with a shop, finding someone to build the wheels, all that sort of stuff.
Yep, exactly.
So
out of the box, ready to go. Out of the box with these in Whistler, they're great. Put in a lot of time on these 2 locally, so no issues on any of them.
Yeah, sweet. So that's kind of why we picked these 3. Again, these 3 brands are ones that our shop's been working with for a super long time. Good known brands in the bike industry that have good warranty support, good customer service all around, and just like, you know, good high quality products. So that's why we recommended them. Any questions at all, feel free to let us know. Let us know what you thought of these 3 wheel sets. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next one.